Welcome everybody. Leveling Diecast. Glad you could stop by today. Talk about some hitch and tow, some Greenlight hitch and tow. This is Series 30, all the way up to Series 30 now. I've kind of taken a step back a little bit on some of these hitch and tows, but you know, all of these particular releases, I collect the models, so I might as well just keep collecting the trailers. Did pick these all up at Hobby Lobby. They do retail for $15 a piece. So, but you can buy them from your favorite online retailer as well. First one, we're going to take a look at 1970 Harvester Scout with utility trailer. These ones are kind of like what I consider the budget ones, the least amount of cost associated with them. In case you were kind of curious why the model sits so far to the side, it's because of where it hangs on the peg, a little peg spot here at the top. That is as balanced as it can be. It's right there in the middle-ish, so that's why the model is so far back over there. Just a little packaging, little tidbit. So we'll go ahead and get this guy cracked open. Been a little bit since we've done a hitch and tow release. Not really sure, but like hitch and tow 25 or 26, I don't remember what it was. That video was kind of blown up recently for whatever reason. It's gotten an insane amount of views recently, which I think is weird because it's an old video. We'll get the packaging out of here. We'll get the little plastic cover in the front. We will probably put one of the hitch trailer piece things in, the stands, and then the rest of them we'll just save till later because they are very time consuming. So we'll go ahead and pull out this one. They are just in there with a piece of tape. If you are new to the channel, everything we do here, we try to do things in real time as much as possible. So this is exactly the same process you're going to go through if you pick these up. So no need to edit out all of the ridiculousness. So it does just go right in the front of the trailer there. See if we can just get it to go down in there. Actually, it just goes in there. You see that just went right into there without even rotating it. So that one is super loose. I can tell you the good thing is that this is metal. The trailer stand is metal. They've used some plastic ones here and there which have not been that great. You do have to assemble this particular trailer, which is super simple. So you kind of wiggle a little bit as you push down and get the back of the ramps in that little part there, as you can see. And then it just works perfectly fine. Throw it down, roll it up. Just a solid axle on the back, nothing fancy with it. Looks pretty decent though. Some wood paneling print in there. And then of course it's like a metallic green, which I think looks pretty good. A little bit of white on the fender flares there. All right, taking a look at our actual Harvester, our actual International Harvester Scout. This one looks really cool. I like the details on this one. It does have the little International logo there in the grill. It is super small though, but the prints look pretty good. The grill's a little bit crooked, but it's not bad. Some pretty nice wheels on there. We've seen these wheels on some other models. That is not exclusive to the International, but this looks good. Does have, of course, the tow hitch in the back. Does have a spare tire. Should have potentially a removable top. There we go. So there is your removable top. It's got a bench in there, a couple seats in the front. Dashboard looks pretty good. I do like the color. The metallic green looks good. Base deets here. It is number 2926 is your number. So they continue to kind of change up the body styles for the Internationals, which I think is pretty good. Nothing especially particular about the prints or anything. And then you just push the trailer stand up, and then let's just set it down in there. Now these are designed to like literally click in there like a ball hitch. There you go. So it is actually on there as a ball hitch. So they actually dangle there. Some of them stay together, some of them don't. This one seems to do pretty good. So actually stays on there on its own, which is not very common, but that looks pretty good. That's just too bad the trailer stand doesn't stay up because that would make it at least a little bit better. So we'll set that guy over there. All right, we'll move on to the next one here. 1942 Ford 4-door Super Deluxe with the teardrop trailer. This is another one that I would consider to be a little bit of a low budget. This particular release of Hitch and Tow seems to be very budget oriented for sure. Nothing really crazy, nothing like the really good like multi-piece functional trailers in this mix. Pretty basic trailers throughout the mix. And then of course, you know, most of the castings are part of their new ensemble of castings. So get the plastic flying out of here. A little bit of plastic to hold it in there to make sure it don't fall out. Get our teardrop out of there, and our Ford Deluxe will leave that trailer stand in there. I'll just move on from those. Like I said, sometimes they're a pain in the butt. There is our Ford four-door. This one is actually probably one of the best ones they've done so far. This one's very, very period correct. I think this one looks especially nice. Prints on the back look pretty good. Tail lights done up. Does have the trailer hitch on it. First time we're seeing this model with a trailer hitch. Matching blue wheels looks pretty good. There's a little bit of print on the wheel hub, but it's super, super chrome, so it's hard to see. But there's a little bit of blue print on there, which I think is just a Ford symbol. Pretty sure that's just a Ford symbol, but looks good. No moving features, no nothing like that on this particular casting. It's pretty average. There is the number on the base. 2411 is the base Dietz number. There is our teardrop Taylor. Does have exact matched wheels, although they left off the Ford print on the center hub, I think. Looks like it, which is good. Leave off the Ford hub. Nope. No, it's on there. That Ford symbol's on there, unfortunately. But it looks pretty good. This has one simple opening feature. Just kind of opens in the back there. There is cabinetry, and there's there we go. A little bit of a stove there and stuff. The prints on the back look pretty good. Details in there look pretty good. Obviously, this thing is designed to be used basically on the exterior of it. You basically just crawl into it to sleep in it and whatnot. All your kitchenette stuff and whatnot is on the back. It's designed to be a much smaller trailer and stuff like that. This one doesn't close all that well. There's a pretty decent gap right there, so that's unfortunate, but it is nice to have a little bit of print in the back here. That way you don't see the silver when you're towing it around. As far as on the car, it's really, really low. It's ridiculously low. It looks good though. I mean, it matches. It's all right. It just sits really, really, really low. Size-wise, it's okay. It's okay size-wise. You see the printed stuff on the teardrop's not that great, but the white walls on the model are pretty good. So we'll set that guy up there. Move on to our next one. All right, next one we're going to take a look at. We're going to pull out this guy here, 2018 Nissan Titan XD Pro 4X in Pennzoil Deco. I got this one at Hobby Lobby too. This one just happens to be a sticker that they made, or price tag they made in the store. Comes with the enclosed car hauler. That's one of the original trailers from Hitch and Tow Series 1 from back in the day. That was the Airstream Bambi. They did a little utility trailer. Those were the three original trailers back then. I think in Series 1 there was 2 of the car hauler, 1 Bambi, and then 1 of the little cargo trailer, which was retooled after several years to actually have an opening moving feature. So get the plastic out of here. This one, for some reason, also has the little plastic thing to keep it in there, which is kind of interesting. I think it's probably just because of the side mirrors here on the Titan itself. Trailer just falls right out of there, but that's okay because this one is pretty beefy. It's been around. It's a pretty good one. It says Pennzoil on the side. Interesting, there's no little registered trademark there on the back or on the side, but there is one for the actual logo right there, which I think is kind of interesting. There's none for the side print. Neither one on this side either. There is a door on this side. It doesn't open or anything, and then of course there is a refrigerator or AC unit for the trailer, even though it is a car hauler trailer. Just completely empty in the side, but it's pretty big. It pretty much fits almost every single Greenlight, except for like the big caddies and the winged cars and stuff like that. It won't fit, but it fits everything else. This one doesn't seem to latch. Most of them will latch. This one's a little bit loose, so it doesn't really seem to stay on there. Prints on the back look pretty good. Prints for the latches and stuff on each side. All that kind of stuff. Details like that. A little bit of taillight print on there as well. The wheel covers, the wheel arches are silver with a little bit of marker light print on there as well. And then a metal base on there. Notice how the tongue is not all droopy like we've had some issues with some other ones. This is our Nissan Titan Pro 4X. Again, that deco there in the front for the Pennzoil looks okay. Pennzoil on the side. Kind of interesting that they do half and half with those prints. I thought that was kind of weird. Looks to be a little bit of a residue or something on there. Prints on the side look okay. I like the wheels. I've always loved the wheels on the Pro 4X. The print on the wheels or the tires look pretty good too. It says Destination, Firestone Destinations, which looks good. Prints on the front look pretty good for the grille, the Nissan symbol. You got your skid plate. Of course, the headlights are lensed as you'd expect. The mirrors are added on, but you see the mirrors are perfectly fine. They're a little bit small for the casting size, but I think they look the part. They fit the part. Pro 4X on the back. Taillights are printed on. Details on the back look pretty good. We've seen this guy with Hitch on it many, many times. We've also seen this in Hitch and Tow many, many times, so nothing new there. Of course, it does have an actual transfer case. It is an actual four-wheel drive. Number right there looks like 1087. So pretty average number, a little bit of print on the inside. So this casting is built not to have the bed be separate. The bed is part of the casting. A lot of the other trucks, especially the Rams, they are separate because they use them in the Work Series. But this one's never had, a utility back section on it. And then, of course, it just hooks on there the same. The trailer is big, but it needs to be big. It needs to fit a car. So if you figure a car in there, that's appropriate size. It fits the car perfectly fine. Is exactly what you'd expect. So we'll move that guy out there. That guy's going to take a little bit more space. Let's move these down. That look better for everybody? All right. We're going to move on to what is probably the best of the entire bunch. As a matter of fact, I'll be honest with you, I really didn't have any intention on buying Series 30. Even though you guys know, watching the channel, I collect all three of those castings. So eventually I was probably going to have to get it. But I just recently started collecting this era of Ford pickup because I think Greenlight's done such a great job with it. But these two pieces go together so well. It looks so good with this Livestock trailer that I absolutely had to have this one. And so I picked this one up first. And then I ended up having to hunt down the other three from various Hobby Lobby stores. It took 3 stores to put the whole set together. You got to make sure that you hit those stores when they're stocking up, for sure. So we'll get this out of here. There we go. Plastic out of here. This one also has the exact same little piece in there to keep it going. We'll pull out our 91 F250, and then of course our Livestock trailer. So this is our Livestock trailer. This one's been around for a little bit. This casting is all metal. It's very heavy. All this is metal. It's all metal, metal, metal. And then it's got an opening door on the back. The door is plastic, but everything else is metal. There is a little bit of a divider in there. It doesn't really move. And then just a little bit of, it's basically a sticker for the wood paneling on the bottom. It's not particularly print. It's more of a sticker. But the door clicks, as you just heard. A little bit of taillight print on there. Looks good. I do like this casting. I think it's really, really good for being simple. A door on this side, but it doesn't open up. It's got some off-white matching wheels. It's kind of a cream color, cream and like a goldish brown. It's actually a really, really cool color combination. And then just a little bit of silver print on the front with a little bit of logos on there. Looks pretty good. Nothing on the base, no number, nothing like that. It's not numbered, but it's like I said, it's a very heavy one. All right, our 91. This one looks to suffer a little bit of frame bending. You see, it's just a little bit off. The other thing that I've noticed too is that the prints between the bed and the body are a little bit off as well. As far as the color, you can see that. I highly doubt that's intentional. There would be no reason to do that intentionally. Even if you were trying to say this was a farm truck, that just doesn't look very good. Usually when the bed and the cab are a little bit off, you got to stretch the body a little bit. That helped out a little bit. Just a little bit though. The wheels are fantastic. Those are those perfect wheels. Looks pretty good. Does have your locking hubs out there. Dual tanks for this particular one. Painted up tail lights. Got Ford on the back. Does have the nice silver paneling there for the tailgate hitch on there. This is plastic, unfortunately. So some of those have been metal, but looks like they're going all plastic with those now. Base deets here. Let's see if there's a number on there. There is. It's up here. Looks like 1290 is the number, maybe 1280. but pretty average number. There is the prints in the front. The those hubs on the wheels, they just stick out so far, but it's pretty accurate. It's pretty accurate to the real one-to-one source material. 4x4 underneath the headlight looks pretty good. The grille looks fantastic. That is a separate piece, and then of course the Ford symbol printed right on there. No opening, moving features, nothing like that. Tan interior looks pretty good. Again, those colors just don't match. I mean, you can see how prevalent that is between the two. That's kind of a new thing. I don't know if I've ever seen that quality issue from Greenlight. You know, we've seen parts falling off, parts not looking good, but I don't know if I've ever necessarily seen those two colors not matching. But this one will hitch up there. Looks good. See, both axles do rotate on the trailer. It sits very, very level. So it's a good fit for this one. Not all of them sit like that. I think one time they put it with maybe a lifted K5 Blazer, and it was like this. It just looked absolutely terrible. But this one looks perfect. Perfectly level, perfectly like done up. Definitely looks like a kind of a really, really good money well spent ranch hand in the 90s. Obviously not nowadays because they wouldn't have something that old as a ranch hand, but or a helper, I should say. But it looks pretty good anyway. So not a bad mix. You know, Hitch and Tow Series 30, 120 single individual releases for that particular series already, and we'll see how much longer it goes. It's getting a little bit long in the tooth. Greenlight probably needs some new trailers and stuff in order to rejuvenate life back into it, but not a bad mix. The models are absolutely fantastic. Trailers are meh, but the models are fantastic. Quality's good with the exception of just that guy. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about those. Let me know what you think about series number 30, especially this guy. That is my favorite of the release by far, and really, really happy that I decided to buy that whole set. So anyways, we'll roll out. Catch you next time. Level in. Peace.